Before I jump into today's topic, let me just say, I do not want Tasha to die. She's one of my favorite characters in Power and a true OG. But with Book 2 coming to an end, we have to face the possibility. So, let's dive in and explore the wild theories and possibilities that could shake things up in the final episodes. We all know the mid-season finale left a lot of fans disappointed, saying it wasn't enough to justify a 2-month break. But with episodes 9 and 10 on the horizon, I think we can expect something huge. Personally, I hope Tasha makes it to the next spin-off in a bigger role, just like in the original Power. But what if her death is the catalyst that pushes Tariq to the next level of savage? Now, imagine this. Tasha, the strong mother and ghost wife, is back full-time. But with Tariq already grown, what's her role now? Raising Yas? It's these questions that make me think Tasha's fate might be hanging by a thread. Remember when Natri Naughton posted, "The end of who?" on Instagram? Could she be hinting at Tasha's demise? If Book 2 ends with Tasha's death, it could mirror the end of Ghost, setting up a thrilling and emotional conclusion. But how might this happen? Let's break down the top 3 suspects who could take Tasha out. 2-Bit, Noma, and Detective Dawn Carter. First up, 2-Bit. He and Tasha have barely been in this season, but their paths have crossed. Tariq left 2-Bit's car stranded, and if 2-Bit connects the dots, he might discover Tasha's location. Imagine 2-Bit showing up at Tasha's job, ready to make a move. Will he ransom her for millions, or will things go south, ending in tragedy? Either way, this showdown could be epic. Let's delve into this scenario. Tariq was driving the car he got from 2-Bit out of state, and it broke down as he was leaving the shop where Tasha works. Tariq left the car in that town and called Brayden to pick him up. Because Tariq and Brayden needed to make a move to get some money, Tariq got his spare key for his Porsche that 2-Bit took from him and found the car. When 2-Bit went into a restaurant, Tariq drove off with the Porsche. At this point, 2-Bit might have suspected that it was Tariq who took the car back, but if he was watching Tariq or looking around campus, he would have noticed that Tariq wasn't driving the car either. So he probably thinks a car thief stole the car. Because Tariq just left 2-Bit's car stranded on the side of the road, it will eventually get towed away and put into storage. If Tariq never switched the car out of 2-Bit's name, 2-Bit could get a notice about his car being abandoned in the town where Tasha works. Realizing that his car was stranded the same day the Porsche went missing, he would know what's up. More importantly, he would ask himself why Tariq was driving through that small town. Knowing that Tasha is in witness protection, he would go and check things out for himself. Keep in mind that Tasha told Tariq that the shop was the only job in the whole city, so this is the only store there. 2-Bit might just show up at the shop while he's in that town and bump into Tasha. Unlike Tariq bumping into Effie, Tasha knows who 2-Bit is. 2-Bit would take advantage of this opportunity and make a move on Tasha to get back at Tariq. But 2-Bit is calculated and about business. He would rather use this as a way to extort Tariq out of more money. Because Tasha could easily change her address again, 2-Bit won't let it come to that. He'll take Tasha for ransom and demand that Tariq pay him around $2 million, or else his mother gets a bullet. Like we've seen many times in Power, when someone is taken for ransom, the end goal is always to put a bullet in both the hostage and the person who pays the ransom. With 2-Bit, it'll be no different. Even though 2-Bit is calculated, he can also be reckless. When Dre and Cristobal had a plan to take out the guy from the Toros Locos, 2-Bit took matters into his own hands and filled the guy with bullets, saying he was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So I can see it where after taking Tasha for ransom, something goes wrong, and 2-Bit ends up killing Tasha one way or another before getting killed himself by Tariq. This would kill off 2 OG characters in one scene, who both only made small cameos in Book 2, except for Tasha in Season 1. The next possibility is Noma, or possibly Kane via Noma. In Episode 1, Noma told Obi that she wants Tariq and everything he loves dead. Now that Tariq is messing with Effie, he could actually be playing with fire when it comes to Noma. Tariq said it best, when it comes to Noma, she is a savage. She didn't even mind killing her own baby daddy, so we could possibly see Noma counter by targeting Tasha instead of Tariq as a result of Tariq using Effie as leverage. Noma might send Kane to do the job, but Noma doesn't really have a problem getting her hands dirty, especially if it's personal. The Blue Diamond Ring, Francesco Lombardi, and taking out Obi are all examples of that. The problem with Noma, or Kane being involved in taking out Tasha, is the fact that Tasha is in witness protection. While Season 3 showed Noma as someone who could possibly have the means to obtain that information, Season 4 has shown otherwise. A character who definitely has enough resources to target Tasha would be Detective Don Carter. In Episode 2, he told Davis that he has connections that could get Davis his law license back. In Episode 5, we saw how Carter is able to make all his connections happy by fattening their pockets from the money he extorts out of criminals and drug dealers. Because of this, Carter could potentially get Tasha's exact address, making him Tasha's biggest threat. Carter already mentioned Tasha, and as I said at the beginning of this video, telling Tariq that Tasha will be back on the streets where everyone is gunning for her is a clue. Because of Tariq's rise to the top by Season 4, his enemies could turn to his biggest attachment and target his family, specifically his mother Tasha. If either 2-Bit, Noma, or Carter end up taking Tasha out, this would cause Tariq to become more of a savage with fewer attachments. I can also see a situation play out similar to the end of Season 3, almost like history repeating itself but with a twist. At the end of Season 3, Tariq got to Tasha just in time as Tommy was about to cancel her Christmas. What if at the end of Season 4, Tariq gets there a second too late this time and doesn't save his mother? Then he kills whoever takes out Tasha, and this could possibly be the cliffhanger that was mentioned to end Power Book 2. Looking at the bigger picture, if Tasha does die, what would happen with Yas? Tariq already tried to get custody of her once because he didn't want her staying with Big Mama. But at the same time, this would cause problems between Tariq and Estelle because Estelle already told Tariq that everything bad that happened to their family was because of him. And there you have it. These theories could lead to some mind-blowing twists and turns. What do you think? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments. Stay tuned because things are about to get wild.